Hello everyone. We are reading Criminology, Penology and Victimology by Dr. Ashok Kijan, and this is the first chapter, the concept of crime. Since the dawn of human civilization, crime has been a baffling problem. There is hardly any society which is without the problem of crime. Violation of norms and rules do occur in a society. Durkheim, in his book Crime as a Natural Phenomena, said Durkheim, Durkheim in his book Crime as a Natural Phenomena, said a society composed of persons with angelic qualities would not be free from violations of the norms of that society. The concept of crime is essentially concerned with the social order. A sense of mutual respect and trust for the rights of others regulates the conduct of the members of the society inter se. Although most people believe in peace and harmony, yet there are a few who deviates from this normal behavioral pattern. This imposes an obligation on the state to maintain normalcy in society, which it performs through the instrumentality of law. First topic is crime and social policy. Crime and social policy. The concept of crime is closely related to social policy of a given time. With changes in ideologies or values, the concept of crime also changes. What is the crime today may become permissible conduct tomorrow. For example, bigamy, and vice versa. For example, abortion, which was considered to be heinous crime, and because of the immortality involved in it, is no longer an offense after the enactment of the law legalizing abortions. It is for this reason that criminal law has often been considered as a barometer to gauge the moral turpitude of the society at a given time. In other words, the social standards of society can easily be judged by studying the criminal policy adopted by it. The legislative measures to legalize abortion in certain cases sufficiently reflect the changing concept of morality in Indian society. More recently, the stringent anti-dowry laws enacted to prevent the incidence of dowry deaths and bride burning, and deterrent legislation against the practice of sati, providing for death sentence, etc., clearly indicates that society is no longer going to tolerate atrocities against women and wants to assure them a dignified place in the community. Further, crime is a relative term. This is to say, what is wrongful crime at one place may not be so at another place. Thus, adultery is a criminal offense in India, whereas in England it is merely a civil wrong redressable by payment of compensation. But as we know, adultery is no offense in IPC. This example further reflects that the concept of crime depends largely on the social values, accepted norms, and behavioral pattern of a particular society at a given time. There has been a considerable increase in crime rate in the recent decades. This can be attributed to change in the social values brought about by the modernization and industrialization of the present society. In a society as competitive as today's, one is often compelled to go for unfair means to raise one's status in the society. That is why white collar crimes have become prominent in the recent times. With economic growth, our thirst for wealth, other luxuries of life has increased beyond limits, which cannot be satisfied with the available resources. The incidence of crime in Western countries is far greater than that of India, perhaps, because the various variance of social condition in these countries. The factors such as greater control of family over the children and respect of morality and religion etc. have acted as effective restraint to reduce the incidence of crime in India. This leads us to conclusion that criminal law is an index of socio-economic progress of the society. Criminal law is an index of socio-economic progress of the society. Modern criminologists even consider increase in crime as a symptom of social progress. Next topic is definition of crime. It is difficult to give precise definition of crime. Most of the writers, however, generally agree that every criminal act involves some sort of law violation. Broadly speaking, there are two kinds of definition of crime. First, legal and second, sociological. The legal definition is more acceptable because of its elaborate and specific nature and element of certainty. So, firstly, a legal definition. Jones defined the crime as a legal wrong, the remedy for which is punishment of the offender at the instance of the state. According to Blackstone, a crime is an act committed or omitted in a violation of a public law, either forbidding or commanding it. Halsbury defined the crimes as an unlawful act which is an offense against the public and the perpetrator of that act is liable to legal punishment. Tappan has defined the crime in his book Crime, Justice and Correction as an intentional act or omission in violation of criminal law committed without defense or justification and sanctioned by the law as felony or misdemeanor. Tappan's definition seems to be narrow as it ignores socio-economic crimes where the man's intention to commit an offense is to different nature and extent than intention while committing traditional crimes like murder, theft, etc. There are certain acts in respect of which their moral culpability is a matter of controversy. For example, tax avoidance. Further, there are certain acts which could be made punishable on the basis of knowledge or negligence, that is strict liability. For example, in case of food adulteration, it is therefore not essential that an act or omission should be intentional in all forms of crimes. Further, there is no question of violating the criminal law if some defense or justification is available for a particular act or omission in certain circumstances. So, his legal definition would be specific if only had said that crime is an act or omission in violation of criminal law. B. Sociological definitions. The Italian criminologist Garofalo rejected the juridical concept of crime and preferred sociological definition of crime. Garofalo. His theory of natural crime postulates that crime is an act which offends the basic moral sentiments of pity, revulsion against the voluntary infliction of suffering on others, and probity, respect for property, right of others. Sutherland characterizes crime as a symptom of social disorganization. Further, crime is an index of social pathology. Crime has the function of indicating limits of social control over individual behavior. Stephen has defined crime as an act which is both forbidden by law and revolting to the moral sentiment of the society. According to another school of thought, crime is an act which a particular social group regard as sufficiently harmful to its fundamental interests to justify formal reaction, that is legal action, to restrain the violator. The tendency of modern sociological criminologists is to treat crime as a social phenomenon which receives disapproval of the society. Conclusion: the legal definition of crime has been criticized because its relatively and variable content, different in different places and at different times. The categories set up by it are unscientific. However, the advocates of legalistic approach criticizes the sociological definition because its accuracy and impermanent character, because social norms and value are relative and changes with time. The legal definition appears to be more correct because of its elaborate and specific nature and element of certainty. Criminal law not only gives precise definition of forbidden acts that constitute crime, but also has the machinery and procedure to determine violator and therefore able to identify offenders. For example, convicted criminals represent the closest possible approximation to those who have in fact violated law, even if this group may not be fully representative of all who have committed crime. This is not possible in case where certain conduct branded as criminal in social terms. Moreover, criminal law establishes substantive norms of behavior and more clear-cut, specific and detailed standard than the norms in any other category of social control. However, of crime must be based on understanding human behavior, of development of society, and a criminal justice system that provide control of deviant behavior, sociological perspective. Characteristic of crime. The next topic we will do in next video. Thank you very much.